Well, I do believe that people should date whoever they want to, but then a part of me, still believes in just marrying your own race and things of that nature. So, I mean, you can't help who you fall in love with, but I still do believe that, for me personally, I would, stay in my own race.
Man, how did I meet my partner?
He's actually been trying to talk to me since I was 13. And I didn't talk to him because, to be honest, I thought he was black. That's why I didn't talk to him.
She thought I was black, so she wouldn't talk to me. Don't know why that is. As you can see, I'm not black.
And so I never talked to him. And then, I finally started talking to him when I was 15 and a half-ish, somewhere in that age. And we've been talking ever since, off and on.
I tried to talk to her for a few years online, on America Online, AOL, back in the day. And finally we just started talking. We exchanged phone numbers after talking for a while just over the computer. And I'll never forget the first conversation we had. She kept asking me if I was sure I wasn't black. I guess because I had that hood slang to me or something. I don't know.
I was 17 years old, working at a big store on Wellington and Lathan. And she came in the store one day, and I'd been noticing her coming in, and I noticed how attractive she was, and how pretty her eyes were, and her smile. And so I was a shy guy, didn't want to go up to her and push too soon, so I waited, finally got the nerve up, and she went to the Coke machine, and I followed her. And I asked her, she asked me, did the Coke machine work? And I said, if it don't, I'll buy you a case of Cokes. And the next thing I know, she gave me a number, so I called her and we started talking.
This may sound strange, but I used to live in California. When I came home from California, I went to school. On my way home from school, I'm thinking, it's the Lord. He said, you're going to meet a white guy. This is the truth. He said, you're going to meet a white guy. And I met him. And I'm assuming he's the one because it was embedded in my head that I was going to meet a white guy.
Her spirit, she had a good spirit, and race wasn't a problem. I could tell that color meant no option to her. It's just how she was treated, and I tried to treat her with the most respect that I could to win her over to be with a white person, and I think I've done it.
I don't really know. He's sweet when he wants to be. He's caring when he wants to be. And he's a good person deep down. He just has problems. But what relationship doesn't, I guess?
Yeah, I had probably 2 other girlfriends, but they were just girlfriends. They were not like me and Helen had. What we had was something more, I guess, serious. When you meet somebody, sometimes they call it puppy love. You're young, you just want to be with somebody, and that's what my first 2 relationships were. It wasn't love like it was when I met her.
She's not the first black girl I've dated, but I don't see color. That's always been one thing about me, how I was brought up. I love everybody equally. It don't matter to me what your color is. It can get awkward at times being out in public, folks giving me dirty looks, giving us dirty looks, but you just gotta move past that. Love conquers all.
It's basically, even though it's a interracial relationship, it goes a little deeper than that. Than just the surface far as a relationship, because you gotta get past other white and blacks in color. You know what I mean? Gotta get past, he's white, I'm black, and I don't like you white. You don't even know him, he's white. You don't like me, I'm black. You haven't even sit down and had a conversation with me. Never sit down and talk to me. So even though we're talking about interrelationships, different kinds of relationships, we can't even get a relationship with, just getting past here in Memphis, white and black. If you look at everything, white, They have theirs, we have ours. So we don't want our daughters with your black men, or we don't want our black men with their white daughters. You know, it goes, I mean, it's just sound kind of sad.
I've heard folks before being like out at the mall or, you know, going to the movies or whatever, you can hear them under their breath like, why she with that white boy? You know, and I can't even front. Mostly as black guys, they like to get their hate on because they see I'm with a beautiful black woman.
No, because I don't. I'm the type of person that don't care what people think. If you point fingers and just because I'm walking around with somebody with another race on my arm, that's your problem. I don't really care what other people think. Never have.
We conquered that part. We did. We had people that didn't like it. We had I got burned with the cigarettes for being with him. He don't know about it. I think I just told him the other day about that. He had his truck one busted out because the guy didn't like what he saw. We don't know who he was, but we went through all that. So we pulled through all that. But it is a lot of people that don't like it.
We had a lot of pressure. Back when we started dating was in 79, 80, and living in the South, it's a lot of pressure. I mean, because the South is known for slavery, and when you see a white person with a black lady, most people think of a master, and you don't want to go down that road with someone you love and you care for. You want to treat them with respect, so you don't have to let them think that there's a problem with races.
I don't think there was any kind of animosity there. They embraced me like I was, you know, like I was their daughter's boyfriend. You know, it wasn't any kind of issue, cause I'm the type of person I can get along with anybody, but you know, I also try to be open about everything, and I don't know, I guess that got me a long way. But I mean, her family, man, they cool. We can sit down and just, you know, talk about whatever, talk about the football game, talk about different stuff going on in the world. And I mean, at the same time, you know, just go out there for all the family get-togethers and family dinners and stuff. Gotta love it.
His dad just comes out of nowhere. I didn't know there was an extra room in the back of the house. So his dad comes out of nowhere. He just walks through, didn't speak, didn't say nothing. So I was like, okay, whatever. His mom, on the other hand, comes in like, oh, hi, I'm Lou-Ann, and I was like, okay. And I'm sitting right there at the side of the couch. And she sat there and she said something. She's like, no, this is mommy. All sorts of strange people come from back there. So I was like, okay. And I just left that one alone. His sister, yeah. I mean, I just really thought that the family was a little bit racist when I first met him. Because nobody really just said very much to me. And as I kept coming over here and knowing them more, they actually, you know, opened up to me, and I finally figured out they wasn't racist. So
I was afraid to meet his mother. He was afraid to meet my mother. And being that he's white and I'm black, so we didn't know how our parents would take it.
Her family was a problem. I can remember when I first met her mom, she said, don't bring a white boy up in here. And but before she passed, she loved me like I was one of her own. She would always sneak me birthday presents, wake me up first to make sure I ate first and got out of the house. She loved me, and in return, my mom loved her. They really cared about each other. There was no problem with race issue at all because my mom had married a black man as I was coming up, and so it was kind of accepted in my family. Whereas her family was new. Nobody in their family married white but her.
I think that if people are in love and they want to be together and they can take care of each other and themselves, I think it's fine whatever race or color they are. And I have 4 children, and I hope that they grow up to find someone that loves them and cares for them and is good for them. And it would not matter to me at all if they were black, Hispanic, African American, white, Chinese. It wouldn't matter. I think and that's the way it should be in the world, not just in America.
We were very happy. We both work 2 jobs. We take care of our kids. We have a beautiful interracial grandson, and he means the world to us. and our family's blessed right now. We see it growing.
I mean, I will say this: I was incarcerated for 6 months, 6.5 months. So as far as that goes, there's some things that I had to work on, had to get right with myself. Uh, to me, I mean, we're happy as far as I know. It's just, some things, some kinks I got to work out. So to ensure that I don't go back to jail and lose what I have. So, man, just don't worry about what nobody else says. Follow your own heart.